Yeah, very difficult to get into situations where we could create danger. I think Hull came with one objective, which was to prevent us from scoring that first goal. Very well organized defensively. We tried hard, we were persistent, we had patience, and I think differently than the game against West Ham, we kept our cool today to wait for that moment to happen. Today we played in a very difficult atmosphere, very tense, very negative. We looked like the away team, but we kept our cool. We said to the players, and the players told us the same, that it was a victory that we had to dig deep within ourselves because we weren't getting help from anybody. And I think today the stadium reflected a little bit this atmosphere, very tense. Without not a lot of support till only the first goal, and made us very difficult. So we had to dig deep to get the energy to go forward, and when we did that, we managed to get a situation of the penalty that in the end solved the game. But I'm particularly happy with the players, with the way that they fought hard against that anxiety and kept their cool to achieve a great 3 points.
Were you disappointed with the crowd today, then?
I'm extremely happy with the crowd normally, and fans for me represent the essence of football. To put myself into this position is very difficult for me. Their away support has been immense. But the reality is that we've managed to beat the record of away wins because we play comfortably away from home. We don't find situations of pressure. We know what we expect, and we have our fans there, which are amazing. But sometimes at home is difficult, and it looks like it drags the ball into our goal instead of into the opponent's goal. And today we played a bit like that. So. I don't intend with this message to send them a warning. Neither I intend to hurt their feelings. But this is something that is felt within the group. I represent the group. I am the one speaking for the group, and this is a feeling that invades us in fixtures like this.
Is it just a level of expectation, do you feel, when you've got 10 men behind the ball? It's quite difficult. You need to break that down.
Yeah, but you need that help. I think we are great believers in emotion and motivation, and that's always decisive when you play at home. And this stadium, with the noise that you can generate, it can be so difficult to play, but not like this. Obviously, we recognize that we have to do better. We have to create more situations. But the whole came in with a strategy. Differently than what we did against West Ham. We kept the cool, and we were rewarded with a great win that puts us in a very good position.
Isn't it a bit strange with the best start to the Premier League season ever, to have some sort of anxiety from the fans?
No, I think my reflection is that it's a consequence also of playing Sundays after everybody has played. You know the results from the day before. You see all the top teams win, and instead of coming in with a smile and that push to help you come a little bit more tense, we know that we have to win. We know that we have to do our job. We don't need people to tell us that we need to win every game. But for that to happen, sometimes we need a little bit of help.
We got 3 penalties already this season. No penalties last season.
Yeah.
It's good that referees have got better eyes this time around.
Yeah, I think could also be a consequence of the amount of opportunities that we create. It's very difficult because last season we had no penalties, 6 or 7, and a couple of them absolutely decisive, like the game against Sunderland last day of the season, where there was a clear penalty on Bale, and it could have changed the way that that league finished. So sometimes we have been given some lucky penalties. Harsh decision difficult decision for the ref. It will look harsh for Steve for sure, but it fell our way this time.
What's happened to Andros Townsend?
Well, he fell over the publicity board, and there's a massive hole after that publicity board for the camera crews and the photographers. So he fell deep into that hole with his arm forward, and he twisted his wrist. The medical team assured me that it will be okay, but it's quite a heavy fall, as you can check after, and I'm glad that he's okay. He was unconscious when the medical team arrived there.
was
Unconscious.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Right. What about the penalty, Andre? Did you think it was a really harsh decision?
Well, I think the ball is stopped from going forward because Jan struck it really well, and it collides the end of El Mohammadi. The problem is that it comes off his feet into his hand, and it's always difficult. But it stops the ball from getting into the box in a situation where we have 4 men in the box to finish that action. So difficult decision from the ref. Obviously, if he hadn't given that, it would probably be okay. But it stops the ball from going forward anyway, so it could have fallen either way.
You would not have been happy if that had been given against you, though, would you?
Yeah, obviously it's difficult. I have to agree with that. It could have perfectly been a penalty not given and a 0-0 result.
Did Andrew know what the score was or anything like that? Did he knew that you were winning when he came back round? And
Yeah, we were already winning 1-0.
yeah, but I'm saying he was unconscious.
Look at the board.